Hi there, Aquarius, and welcome to your soulmate reading. I'm going to be doing a past, present, future reading for you, and then right alongside that, I'm going to be doing a past, present, future reading for your soulmate. All right, so before we get started, I wanted to just read you this, okay? The art of rituals. Practice rituals to re-enchant your life. Okay, so re-enchanting your life, I feel like that's on theme for this soulmate reading. Practicing rituals, that sort of thing, candle magic, tarot reading, all that fun stuff. Okay, so let's see what your past says here. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, okay. Aquarius, this is a very, like, not new or different side of you, but it's more of like a weird side of yourself where you're like trying to tap in more to your like creativity and that spark. Like, you probably have a lot of curiosity and like you probably are wondering how things are going to sort of come together. But you're like the Queen of Wands. So you're kind of like, you can already see ahead, which is funny because this is your past, but you can already sort of see ahead, like what things are going to look like or how they're all going to come together. But I feel like that has a lot to do with like in the past, you've like done this before, whatever this like project is, I feel like you're working on. Or you've completed projects in the past, something about that. Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is your current energy. Yeah, this is a more like sort of laid back approach, a more relaxed approach to what you're doing. Um, the Queen of Wands is very like fiery, passionate, lots of energy. I don't think you have like all this energy right now. I think you have in the past. I think right now it's a little bit more laid back than that with the Six of Pentacles. And then your future is the Five of Cups. So that's interesting because this is like a more of a reflective energy. So in the future, you're going to be reflecting instead of in the past, where the past is supposed to be that reflection period. So let's take a deeper look here at these three cards. Okay, so for your past, you have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is an influence on the situation, but it represents the past and it reflects on the events, lessons, or conditions that have led up to the present moment. Okay, so let's see what happened in your past here. Queen of Wands. Let's see. Okay, so the Queen of Wands energy, it's a symbol of bold courage and confidence. She embodies independence with a focused and determined approach to life. Her zest for life and joyous demeanor inspire all, showcasing her fiery determination. Okay, so that definitely does align, Aquarius, with your past. You definitely like had more zest for life. You definitely were in a more joyous demeanor. Okay, you definitely were trying to inspire all, and you were showcasing your fiery determination. Okay, now reversed, this card highlights a struggle with self-confidence and the rise of introverted selfishness. It warns of jealousy and insecurity, urging a re-evaluation towards self-respect and the management of personal power. Okay, so I feel like both of these were in your past, but I think you're trying to get into the more like zest for life again type of energy. But it's like a more slow and steady pace than it was before. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so that's your current energy. And this is the present situation. This card reflects your current state, challenges, and the essence of the question or situation at hand. Okay, so Six of Pentacles. Okay, so Six of Pentacles represents the flow of resources and support, emphasizing the act of giving and receiving. It highlights generosity and charity, underscoring the importance of sharing wealth and helping others in times of abundance. When reversed, this card points to issues around reciprocity and fairness. It suggests a need for self-care amidst one-sided generosity or the presence of strings attached to help offered warning against imbalances of power and control. Okay, so you know, it's interesting because I think what you want to do is like get back that zest and joy for life, but I feel like you're also maybe a little bit worried about this abundance and how it's all going to work out. Um, but I mean, this seems like a really like more joyful energy. This woman, she's in a garden with flowers. There's birds flying around. She has a basket of fruit. I think you don't need to worry or stress out so much about this abundance thing, Aquarius. I think your need for self-care, I feel like is intact. And I think you're also interested in like supporting and emphasizing the act of giving and receiving. I think you're very in tune with that energy, okay? Now, your Five of Cups for your future, okay? This indicates a potential future or outcome based on the trajectory set by the past and present cards. It offers insight into the direction things are heading and possible results, okay? So Five of Cups is definitely emotionally charged card. Okay. Five of Cups. The Five of Cups symbolizes moments of sorrow, focusing on loss and accompanying feelings of regret and disappointment. It represents a period of grief, urging reflection on the past failures, but also the potential for overlooked opportunities. Okay, so not really the joyous zest for life energy that you want. Okay, but you're aware of it. In its reverse position, the Five of Cups suggests a shift towards acceptance and the healing process. It highlights the importance of moving past personal setbacks and embracing self-forgiveness, paving the way for peace and emotional recovery. Yeah, I think you're more in that reversed energy. It's interesting because sometimes the reversed energy of a card is like very negative based, but it's interesting how some reversed energies are actually more positive based. So I feel like you're aware of both, but you really want to tap more. You're trying to not let past failures, like you're not trying to put judgments on yourself, I feel like, so that you can have more opportunities. Because I think it's really easy for us to like get overwhelmed and like get stressed out and think like we're not good enough or feel like insecure. Like, are we going to get it all done? Is it going to look good? Are people going to judge me? But that's like you're really just like getting in your head when you do that, Aquarius. So Five of Cups is sort of urging you to like get out of your head a little bit and that emotional space of like overthinking everything. And like you can't get everything done, you know what I'm saying? Like you're one person, you can't do everything, right? But you can get some things done, and I think it's important for you to focus on that. And that's going to highlight the importance of moving past personal setbacks and embracing self-forgiveness, and paving the way for peace and emotional recovery, okay? And that I feel like is going to bring about your joyous, more zest for life type of energy, okay? That was there in the past and now I think wants to emerge again, okay? So let's look at what your soulmate is feeling from the past. Oh, they're feeling Nine of Swords. Okay, very opposite of the Queen of Wands. That's like nothing to do with the Queen of Wands. No, actually, it could be the Queen of Wands on a very bad, sad day, okay? The Nine of Swords is typically that, having a really, like, just bad time, okay? No good vibes there with that energy. But let's take a deeper look here at your Nine of Swords for your soulmate's past, okay? All right, so Nine of Swords. Okay, let's take a look at this Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords captures the essence of being overwhelmed, by anxiety and fear. It reflects deep-seated worries that lead to sleepless nights and a sense of hopelessness, often indicating a period of emotional or mental distress. Now, reversed, this card suggests the beginning of overcoming inner turmoil. It signals the process of confronting and releasing deep-seated fears, encouraging hope, and the importance of seeking support for healing. And your energy, Aquarius, just left off with wanting that support for healing, seeking that emotional support, okay? So it's pretty much like your future is a reflection of what your soulmate is feeling in their past, and how you both together, I feel like, can release the emotional mental distress and the sense of hopelessness, and both together work towards supporting each other in your healing process. Okay, so let's take a look at your soulmate's present energy. We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, this really ties in very well to your own timeline and your own story here, because your soulmate is seeing this Five of Cups energy, and this Page of Cups is really the Five of Cups in the healing stage. Instead of sitting by the water and being like, how do I heal? How do I get past this emotional turmoil? Your soulmate is saying, well, the Page of Cups is the answer. Okay, this now the woman is sitting like right like in the water basically, and she's like doing her rituals, like growing the lotus flower, using some lotus flower magic here or something, like performing her spells and incantations or whatever. So it's really tying in very well to how, like, if your soulmate sees you in an emotional state where you're not feeling so great, your soulmate comes in and has like the cure basically. Okay, essentially is what this is saying. So let's take a look here at the Page of Cups, and also vice versa. Okay, so Page of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups heralds a wave of creative and emotional opportunities, embodying curiosity and the joy of discovery. It signals intuitive insights and pleasant surprises, opening the heart to new love and the mind to imaginative possibilities. And that's exactly what you were craving, okay, Aquarius? It's like, you're like, okay, I know in the past I was like more full of joy and happiness, and now I'm like, okay, I don't know about this. But in comes your soulmate, in walks your soulmate, and they're like, wait a second, Aquarius, you are a creative, passionate person with lots of ideas, and you usually have all this energy and this joy and this zest for life. So where is that side to you? You know what I'm saying? So your soulmate's like, I remember when you were joyous and full of life, and I'm going to remind you of that, sort of, and like pretty much, like sort of prop you up, or like encourage you and motivate you, right? So reverse, this card suggests emotional naivety and the facing of insecurity. See, there's that insecurity. You do have to face your insecurities. That's just part of life. That's just part of being human, right? We all have our insecurities and our disappointments. It highlights potential creative blocks or the need to mature in handling new ideas and emotional expressions. Okay, so this idea that you have, that you want to, like, in the project, I was talking about projects. So this project that you have in mind, it is a creative endeavor, and you are nervous about it, Aquarius, because it's something you haven't done before. Okay, that's why you have so much fear behind it. But your soulmate is like, wait a second, you've already done this before. Maybe not on the exact day or the exact time or the exact moment, but you have created something similar to this before. And this project, it's a different style, but it's the same. I feel like there's like the same, like, I don't know what let me see what your future says, because I'm trying to think. That's that creative block I was talking about. Okay, Aquarius, Knight of Cups. Okay, see your Page and your Knight of Cups. Okay, so there you go. Both hand in hand. Like, you're like, Page of Cups. Okay, what comes next? Literally in order, the Knight of Cups comes out next. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is the epitome of romantic dreamer. See, and that's what you're looking for: embodying creativity, charm, and the pursuit of beauty. And that's really what you want, Aquarius. It's like you want a romantic atmosphere. You want beauty, you want creativity. He represents following the heart with imagination and grace, often seen as a figure of proposals and grand romantic gestures. Okay. And I feel like that's really what you want to create. Okay. As far as like your project. So I feel like this might be like work related, like, but what you put into your project is like this romantic flair or like this romantic like atmosphere or something, like it's a very just loving, caring, kind energy. But how do you like recreate that, right? Okay, so your soulmate is like reminding you of that in a way. Okay, so reversed, emotional volatility or volatility. Okay, so yeah, um, and the pitfalls of an overactive imagination. Okay, it warns of moodiness and disappointment, highlighting potential issues with jealousy and unrealistic expectations. Okay, so I think that's probably what you're worried about, Aquarius. You're worried that this project that you're working on is going to get that sort of reaction. I really don't think it is, because I think you've already cut out like or blocked or wherever, however you want to say it, you've already sort of removed those types of energies from your project. Like they're not included in your project. Okay, so and they're not included in what you're trying to create. Okay, so um yeah, because I think there have been people that have been emotionally volatile to you, and I don't think that they're going to be part of your romantic project, okay, or your romantic atmosphere or environment that you're trying to create. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about that because they're not gonna be there to stress you out and rain on your parade, as they say. Okay, close your curtains, close your eyes, and sleep. There you go. So some much needed extra sleep, and it's not a big deal. Okay, so I feel like these two cards are showing you that like you're not. It's not a big deal. Like you don't need to worry. Okay, so much. Okay, yeah, I don't think you need to worry so much about all that. Many factors. Timing is fragile, complex, and multifaceted now. Delicate precision and clarity. Okay. Look at this too. No illusions. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. Fantasyland. Make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. Yeah, that's another thing too. Okay. So, what's this say? Oh, insecurity, self-esteem. That seems to be a big theme here, Aquarius. Okay. But look, stop worrying. You have the ostrich, okay, with his head in the sand. Okay. So, um, yeah, love language, gift giving, tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. Aw, see, there you go. Like, I think you're over worrying. Like, I think you're worrying too much about, is this all going to work out? Is it all going to come together the way I envisioned it or the way I want it? The answer is yes. It is going to come together in a beautiful, romantic, loving way. Okay, and that's because you and your soulmate are both people that want it to be like that, that you're both creating that energy and that atmosphere together. Okay, so let go of the past, clear energy, and allow more love in your life. Right, and that past energy was all about feeling insecure. That past energy was all about feeling like overwhelmed, right? And feeling insecure and all that, right? But you're not gonna do that anymore, okay? You're gonna feel like, okay, I got this, I can do this. And a little by little every day, it's gonna slowly come together. It's gonna slowly piece together and or over time or whatever, and it's going to all work out. All right. natural evolution. It's because it's natural. For you and your soulmate, it's going to feel natural, okay? And let the situation unfold naturally, okay? So don't force it. But what that means is like, don't, you know, be like, okay, we have to get this to work. This has to get done. Like, no, it's going to naturally get done, okay? Just go at your pace, all right? And it'll work out. Memento, a gift from someone special. See, Aquarius? Okay. And Aquarius season is like soon. It's going to be your birthday soon. So lots of gifts. Love language, acts of service. Aw, actions speak louder than words. I love that one. Yeah, everyone has their own love language, but I really do feel like your two like top love languages, Aquarius, are acts of service and gift giving. So, and it is going to be your birthday soon, okay? So, I really do feel like that's aligns very well with your spirit soul path. Oh my God, look at that spirit soul path. Okay, a personal evolution within your relationship. See, that's your soulmate seeing that you're like emotionally overwhelmed or seeing that you're feeling insecure and coming in and being like, wait a second, Aquarius, it's your birthday. Like, your life is changing. Like, it's a big deal. Let's make it as beautiful and romantic time as possible, okay? And then self-love. Love yourself first. See, there you go, Aquarius. So when you are feeling overwhelmed, when you are feeling insecure, that is a cue to your own mind, body, and soul and spirit that you do need to do some self-love and some self-care, okay? However that works for you, getting extra sleep and rest, okay? Mementos, obviously, like those are clear indications, okay? Spa day, that sort of thing. And then we have here, okay, let me see here, a couple more for you. You are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. Okay, and that's an important reminder for you, Aquarius, especially if, like, you want to attract a soulmate and you haven't yet, or if you are feeling insecure and you're not feeling worthy. Okay, it can go both ways. Even if you are in a romantic connection, sometimes you don't, because you're dealing with so much pressure from like other outside things, you don't feel like you're worthy of love. You don't feel like you're worthy of creating this beautiful romantic atmosphere for yourself, but you actually are. Okay, and that's the thing we have to like really teach ourselves, okay, is that, and remind ourselves of that, is like, we are worthy of love. We are worthy of respect. We are worthy of having the space that we need to create the environment that we thrive in. Okay, so that is, I feel like, where I'm going to leave you off with that. Oh, here, let me give you some metaphorical love associative oracle cards. I am healing to love myself again. Okay, and that really aligns very well, Aquarius, with what I was saying earlier, because you have to heal in order to love yourself. Like, you can't just, and that goes into like shadow work and all that other stuff, which I'll say for another reading, but it really goes into like, yes, you can see and witness very like dark, negative things in this world and experience really horrible, horrific things, but at the end of the day, it's like, are you living in that reality, or are you creating a reality that you get to feel like you're loved and you're special and you're just feeling like amazing? And it's going to be your birthday soon, Aquarius, so it's really important to keep that in mind. Yeah. Your love is my safe place. Okay, and let's see what else we have here. I'm always drawn to your heart's light. See that? Okay, and respect begins with me. That's an important reminder for a lot of you, Aquarius, because I do think that you have been like in your past, you've been feeling like disrespected. You've been feeling like you're not seen, or you're not heard, or you don't matter, okay? But that's just not true, Aquarius, okay? So I don't want you to think that at all. I don't want you to feel that way at all. And obviously, I'm not you, so I can't, just get there for you. I can't do the work for you, but you, Aquarius, can do the work that you need to do for your spiritual journey, and remind yourself that, like, it's okay to be creative. It's okay to create a safe space for yourself. It's okay to feel loved again. It's okay to let love into your life and let that light heal you and warm you and grow in a way where, even when there are negative forces that are up against you and are trying to hurt you or, diminish your light in any way, you can say, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. And you can still create that beautiful, romantic atmosphere that you want for yourself. Okay, so that is my reading for you, Aquarius. Happy birthday in advance, because I know your season is coming up soon. Love and light always, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Take care now. Bye.